I've been obsessed with this ending. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with Season 2, Episode 2 of Dan to Dan. And yeah, like, the opening and ending for Season 2 are just so good. They've, like, proven that they can really continue this in a really strong way. And I think that the opening is not as good as Season 1 opening, but the ending is actually better than Season 1's. And I liked Season 1's ending very much so, with Turbo Granny and all the goofiness with that. It was a good song, it was good visuals, really fun. But the ending here in this one is so fucking catchy. I believe the band's name is Wirtz. And they knocked it out of the park here. It's just so good. And Ina doing the opening, it's such a good opening. Um, it really captures the same style as Season 1's, but has a little bit of a different vibe to it as well. It's very different, and it feels like it should be, but at the same time it's like this is still a Dan to Dan opening, you know? And not just because it still says Dan to Dan in the song. But last time, yeah, we dealt with the Keto family, and the Mongolian Deathworm definitely dealt with them. They are very dead. Um, but at the end there, something was happening, and Okarun seemed to be losing control of his powers. Don't know what's going on with that, but probably not good. It sounded like there was like some kind of like noise being let out. So it probably has to do with that. I assume the worm itself is doing it. I just don't know how and why and to what degree, and we don't know to what degree of sentience this Mongolian Deathworm has. And then there's also like the fact that there is still the spirit that's been haunting this house. Because like in the first episode there, I kind of was like thinking, oh, is this like the entire what everything has been about this entire time? It's just been this worm this whole time. And then I remembered, like during this past week, that it's like, oh wait, no, we kind of saw the spirit at the end of last season, right? It showed like because Gigi was talking about like having the dreams or whatever of seeing the spirit and seeing what it looked like, and we kind of got a glimpse of it. I don't think we got to like see it for too long or in any notable way, but we did see what it looked like. And it was humanoid. So it's not this worm. This is like just a completely separate thing. So it's like Gigi's house is just fucked. You have this Mongolian death worm. You have whatever the fuck is happening with this spirit. It's like Gigi just needs to leave. Like he can come and stay with Seiko and them. It's like he just needs to get out of there. I mean, mind you, his parents that was another thing I was confused about with last episode. Because he says like parents were hospitalized and everything. But the way the Keto family, and specifically the matriarch, was talking about it, made it seem like she was almost saying that they were sacrificed. Maybe it's just that they were going to be sacrificed? I don't know. Maybe we'll touch more on that in a future episode, though. Either way, I'm excited to get to this. I'm excited to see what more we got, so let's get to it and hope for the best. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, I've always talked about, like, I've talked about this a lot. If a show, movie, video game makes me cry, it's kind of become something special to me. Um, I say that especially with shows, because it's like with a movie it's like a one and done, you can get through it. With a show it's like it's kind of like an ongoing thing. If it makes me cry to like this kind of degree, it's usually because I've become this invested in like the story, the characters, or the themes and messages here. And in the case of this show, it's now the second time that this has happened, because with season 1 obviously we had episode 7, was it, um with acrobatic silky and everything, an episode that was like extremely well received. I think it's one of the highest rated single episodes of anime ever, and it's just it got such a huge following. It made everybody who watched it cry. It's such a big deal, and it also turned a lot of us around on Ira. It made us see a lot more depth to her and a lot more of her own pain, and as well as her own kindness. And although she's still, wacky and silly and everything and ridiculous as hell, we kind of see a different side to her that makes us like her a lot more. Honestly, it was because of that episode that she became my favorite character. And now this episode does. Sorry, the dog was making weird noises. Hey, go get some waters. Go get some waters. Go. Go. Sorry about that. I don't know if you even heard that. I don't know if that picked up for you. She was like making some weird noises after like licking the couch. It's like, don't do that. But yeah, point is, um, this episode did kind of the same thing with Gigi, although we had already seen Gigi's softer, kinder, more compassionate side. But we really got to see it here with how like quickly and easily he connected to Evil Eye, how he empathized with Evil Eye, and just really wanted to like welcome him in. And although Evil Eye has completely possessed him currently, we know that they're going to form an understanding and work together. It's super obvious. Um, he's just going to be a little bit of a problem child at first. It's kind of the same how Acrobatic Silky, it's like, wasn't completely working with Ira at first necessarily. She was, she basically killed Ira. The only thing that ended up saving her in the end is she kind of changed her mind and ended up giving up her soul to save Ira, and that bonded them together and gave Ira her powers and all. So yeah. But this like kind of really fucked me up, because when you do something like this, when in regards to like kids, it tends to affect me though more than when it's like teens or adults. Even when it's like young kids, it just really fucks me up, because I tend to like have this like protective vibe towards children. It's like, it's just, I have this innate desire to protect and keep them safe, and I want to like, be there for them and be a positive influence in their lives and stuff. I think some of it comes from my own past issues and how I was raised and everything. And I want to be like, I have this like innate desire to be different than the people who raised me in that regard. And I want to just, be there for them in an important way. And seeing children get hurt, or seeing children like sad and upset, and it's something that gets to me. on a very, like, just deep level. And with this episode, like, it went for the jugular. Like, it did not hold back. Like, we had heard last episode about the fact that the Keto family had been sacrificing kids, and, like, all the way back from the beginning when the volcano was erupting and all. And so we knew this was happening, but I didn't think we were going to actually cover that here. I thought it's like, oh, it was going to be mentioned and that's it. And it's like, that's fucked up. That's, like, really upsetting. But then this episode goes ahead and shows the first sacrifice. And not only do we see him get killed, like, get sacrificed in this way, through the eruption of the volcano, by the way. It is the lava that, sets him on fire and kills him. We then also see his burnt fucking corpse being picked apart by crows. We then see his spirit trying to communicate with multiple kids and accidentally causing their parents to kill themselves. And then he sees this specific kid who ends up also getting sacrificed after his parents kill themselves. And he ends up fusing with this kid's spirit after the kid is also killed. And that is what creates Evil Eye, who is very much not evil. And Gigi, like, very much pegged that right away. Evil Eye is a scared, angry child. Evil Eye, for as long as he's been around, he is still a child. His anger is definitely because of the Keto family, but he's extended his anger to basically all of humanity. And he seems to want to wipe them out. He doesn't care who they are. But we know that's going to change. Gigi's going to change him because Gigi is a very good boy. He has, like, an extremely compassionate, kind heart. And he's going to be able to break through. He's going to be able to break through and show this kid the love he never received. And that's what's going to allow them to work together. This kid has gone through, like, literal hell. And I don't blame him for a second. Just like Gigi, it's like, I understand his pain. I don't blame him for a second. And Turbo Granny honestly can fuck right on off right now. She actually kind of pissed me off in this episode. Like, I'm saying, like, I'm saying, like, she can shut up right now. It's like I was trying to be nice during the reaction with saying that stuff. I was actually getting really fucking pissed at her because Turbo Granny was seeing this in a very black and white way. It's like, oh, this guy is, like, he's our enemy. He's going to attack us. And yes, he did. But she's refusing to, like, acknowledge his pain. She was telling Gigi not to sympathize with him and not to feel sorry for him. And it's just like, normally I enjoy Turbo Granny as a character. She's very, like, fun and entertaining and very much a comic relief type of character. But it's like, I've never wanted to strangle a cat so bad. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I got, like, pretty fucking pissed off at her here. Because I was empathizing with this kid so much. As an abuse victim. And obviously, like, he's been through more than just abuse, clearly. But there's definitely the signs of abuse there, and as someone who's been through horrible shit like that, who's been mistreated and, like, just, I've been through some terrible moments in my life that, speaking of suicide, had led me to being extremely suicidal back in 2013. I've made no secret of this. This is not something I hide. I have literally attempted to kill myself multiple times. Not just thought about it, attempted it. And so it's like the suicide angle of this all too, with him like having that aspect to him, like just also fucked me up. Because it's like it was an unintentional thing. It was something that just came naturally when he became a spirit. Like he wasn't trying to do it. He wasn't even wishing ill on these parents. But his spiritual pressure for some reason was causing it to happen, and it's like it just caused so much more pain. It's like, fucking Dan, you already made me, you already made Ira my favorite character through this sad bullshit. Now you're gonna try to do the same with Gigi? Sorry, I just kind of, like, stopped talking there. It's just, I'm actually pretty shaken by this episode. Like it was very clear that like in the reaction I was trying to hold back my tears a bit, but I was not able to. They flowed. I was pretty fucked up, and I still am to a point. It's just the fact that both of these like super fucking sad backstories as well both have to deal with children, and specifically children dying. It's like, is the mangaka behind this series working out some kind of weird issues here? Like, or is this, did he just specifically put that in here because it's something that like personally fucks him up, like the idea of children dying and being forgotten and being victims of this horrible shit is like something that like bothers him, so he decided to make us suffer too. Is that what it was? Because I genuinely like I genuinely don't see how anyone who is like normal for lack of a better way to put it could write something like this into their series and like, you know, be mentally and emotionally okay. It's like you've got to have some trauma. You've got to have some level of pain in your own life to be able to write something like this. Or maybe I'm just hoping because maybe then it'll just feel like he's not like just making us hurt for no reason. At least it ended very cool. At least it ended with Okarun coming in and protecting Momo, and, you know, them exchanging blows with their legs and everything, crossing their legs against each other. It's like that was really fucking cool, at least. Also, the Mongolian deathworm can just regrow its head, so that's a thing. How do we destroy it? I mean, I assume it's going to come down to Evil Eye, but... Fuck. I was not emotionally prepared for this today. Like, I wasn't like in a bad place as it was already, but I was just not emotionally prepared for something like that. It caught me so off guard, and I think that's the biggest thing with it that's made it affect me so much. Is that I just was not expecting something like that. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to expect it with every episode of Dan to Dan. I have to, like, guard myself, apparently. this series is gonna hurt me, so it's like, gotta have some level of mental protection. I'm still trying to comprehend it. Like, it's still just like, you know, I think I think we just need to like close these afterthoughts here. I can't formulate any other words regarding this right now, and it's just, maybe I'll be able to talk more about it at the beginning of the next episode, next week. Once I've had time to like watch this multiple times and not get as fucked up over it, because I don't think there's going to be a time where I'm not fucked up over it, but not as much so, at least. Tell me what you thought in the comments below. Do not spoil me to anything with this series. I'm Connie. I'm signing off. See y'all next time.